Sometimes the oldest stories have the most urgent warnings for us today. And this one, it's about 2,500 years old, but it feels like it was written for our information-saturated age. It's all about how even the most profound wisdom can turn into a poison if you grasp it the wrong way. So, how does that happen? Let's get into it. Okay, so our story kicks off with this monk, right? His name is Ariṭṭha. He'd been studying the Buddhist teachings, and he comes to this pretty shocking conclusion. He basically thought he'd found a loophole, like a secret way to engage in things the Buddhists specifically called obstructions, and get away with it, with zero negative consequences. Just listen to the confidence here. He's basically saying, yeah, those rules, they don't apply to me. Why? Because I've got this deeper, special understanding. I mean, you can just imagine the alarm bells going off all over the place for the other monks. This wasn't some minor disagreement. This was a direct challenge to the very core of the teachings. And the thing is, he just would not budge. His friends, his peers, they all tried to reason with him, right? They tried to show him, hey, look at the flaw in your logic here. But nope, Ariṭṭha was absolutely convinced he had unlocked some kind of secret level of understanding. He just dug in his heels, and it became such a serious problem that they had to take it all the way to the top, to the Buddha himself. So when the Buddha finally hears about this whole situation, he doesn't launch into some complicated philosophical lecture. No, his response is way more powerful. He uses this incredible, visceral metaphor, a warning so clear it's almost impossible to misunderstand. And here it is. Grasping the teaching the wrong way is like grabbing a venomous snake by the tail. Wow. I mean, that imagery is it's unmistakable, right? It's an immediate physical warning. You don't need to be a scholar to get the instant danger of grabbing a venomous snake by its tail. The threat is right there, it's external, and it's obvious. And yeah, the consequence is just as direct. A misunderstood teaching isn't just an intellectual mistake. It's self-destructive. It's going to turn around and bite you. It'll poison you. So the harm seems to come from the snake itself, but what if that's not the whole story? What if the real danger is actually hiding somewhere else entirely? Okay, to really get to the heart of the Buddha's warning, we have to do something cool. We have to look at the original Pali word he used. Because when we do that, it unlocks a much deeper, more psychological meaning. And this, for me, is where the whole teaching just becomes truly fascinating. All right, the word is dukkhahitta. Now let's break this down. It's made of two parts. You've got gahita, which means to grasp or seize. Simple enough. But the prefix du, this is the game changer. It doesn't just mean wrong, like incorrect. It means bad, harmful, destructive. So this completely transforms the meaning. It's not a wrong grasp, it's a harmful seizing. So here's the absolute crucial point, the main takeaway. The problem isn't the snake. It's not the teaching itself. The problem is the grasping. The harm comes from that possessive, rigid, clinging way we hold on to an idea. It's our own act of seizing that turns this beautiful wisdom into a weapon we use against ourselves. You see how that shift from wrong grasp to harmful grasp just paints a completely different picture of the danger? It really changes everything. So let's compare them side by side. On the left, you've got that first, simpler translation, an external threat. The snake is the bad guy, right? But on the right, with our deeper understanding of dukkhahitta, the danger becomes internal. The truth itself is pure, but it's our harmful seizing of it that creates the poison. Okay, let's visualize this. Think about any piece of profound wisdom. It could be a philosophy, a scientific theory, a spiritual insight. Picture it as this pure, radiant orb of potential. It just is. It's just sitting there, full of light. But what happens so often? We don't just learn it or use it. We try to possess it. We squeeze it, we cling to it, and we declare, this is mine. This is the one and only truth. We take a fluid living insight and we freeze it into a rigid dogma. And right there, in that very act of possessive, harmful grasping, that's where the pain comes from. The suffering doesn't come from the wisdom itself, but from the violence of our own clinging. The poison, it's manufactured inside us. Now, to drive this point home even further, the Buddha offers a second absolutely brilliant simile. If wisdom isn't some treasure to be hoarded and protected, then what is it? He asks us to imagine his teaching as a raft. Think about that. Its entire purpose is functional. It's a vehicle, right? It's designed to get you from one place, a shore of danger and confusion, to another place, a shore of safety and clarity. And the process he lays out is just brilliantly logical. Step 1, build the raft. That means you learn the teaching. Step 2, cross the river. You actually use the teaching to get through your suffering. But then there's step 3, and honestly, this is the most crucial part. Once you reach that safe shore, you leave the raft behind. You don't strap it to your back and haul it around for the rest of your life, right? Its job is done. And here it is, the Buddha's own conclusion, in his own words. The teachings are for crossing over, not for holding on to. You see, Ariṭṭha's fundamental mistake was exactly this. He was treating the raft like a treasure. He was sitting on the shore of suffering, polishing his raft, telling everyone how great it was, instead of actually using it to get to safety. And so this ancient story leaves us with a really profound question for our own lives, right now. What ideas, beliefs, or knowledge are you carrying around like a treasure? What powerful truths have you clung to so tightly that they've stopped being a raft for your journey and have instead just become a beautiful, heavy burden?